Hey guys, I have put together a medley. I'm calling it, I've got the Victory Medley. And I'm gonna give you chords for it and then sing through it so you can hear how it goes. So this is gonna be in the key of E flat. I apologize. I sang my voice out yesterday at church. We had awesome worship service and it was like an hour long. So I'm a little scratchy today, so ignore those squeaks. So the chorus is E flat, G, B flat. If you had been through what I've, A flat, C, E flat, been through, you would be A flat over B flat in the left, A flat in your right over B flat in your left. You would be praising B flat, D, F, to E flat. Alright, so that's the chorus. Verse 1, it goes, my dance, E flat. This is kind of does like choppy, so whenever I sing through it, you can kind of see how it goes really, really well. My dance, E flat, will crush D flat, F, A flat. Satan, A flat over C, under B, A flat minor, A flat, B, E flat, over B in your left. My feet, E flat in your right, over B flat in your left. And then you go I, E flat, declare, D flat. A flat over C, I've got the victory. A flat over B flat, victory, E flat. Okay? So then verse 2. And again, you're going to be doing a lot of like choppiness, so you'll be able to hear it whenever I sing through it. You should have been there when I prayed through. This is E flat, B flat, A flat. E flat, okay? You should have been there, E flat. When I, B flat, prayed through A flat. E flat, church was on fire and the B flat, Holy Ghost to A flat. E flat, from the top of my head to the soles of E flat. My feet, I felt the Spirit moving. D flat, all over A flat over C, me, E flat over B flat. Okay, so it does like this walk now. Okay, so verse 3, E flat, you don't believe I've been B flat, redeemed, A flat. E flat, followed me down to the Jordan, B flat stream, A flat. Stepped in the water, E flat. The water, E flat, was cold. It chilled, E flat. My body, but not D flat. D as in dog, D flat. My soul, A flat over C, E flat over B flat. It does that little walk down. Okay? So then verse 4, last verse, is E flat. I've got A flat, a praise, E flat. A flat, I've got a praise, E flat. And this does a walk down. E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, F minor, E flat. Okay, so it goes, I've got a praise, and I've got to get it out. I've got to praise. Okay, so it does that walk down. So I'm gonna sing through this so you can kind of see where the chops happen and the syncopated happen. So here we go, chorus. If you had been through what I've been through, you would be praising too. If you had been through what I've been through, you would be praising too. Verse 1, my dance will crush Satan under my feet. I declare I have the victory. Again, my dance which is like the last bridge, I guess. I gotta praise, and I gotta get it out. I gotta praise, one more time. I gotta praise, and I gotta get it out. I gotta praise. Right there, I do this little, this is E flat, A flat. This is kind of a E flat suspended flat 7. You basically just go E flat, G, B flat, A flat, C, E flat, B flat, D flat, and E flats. And then you walk back down. And then your left hand is just bounces that E flat. Okay? I gotta praise, and I gotta get it out. I gotta praise. Okay? Alright, so that is chords for I've Got the Victory Medley in the key of E flat. Thanks.